If you tune in here on YouTube, you might have noticed that there were a couple months where I disappeared from this channel, and there's a reason for that. So, this past September, me, along with everybody else that I know here in this region, survived Hurricane Helene. It was a really big passage, a lot happened. And among all the things that happened, included that our town, my town of Marshall, North Carolina, was completely destroyed. We experienced a 1,000-year flood, what they're calling a 1,000-year flood. And so the entire town was destroyed, as well as my apothecary space. So this space is a place I've been in for almost a decade. It was in a beautiful old historic building, and the river rose to about 9 feet inside the building. So everything inside of my apothecary, my in-class, in-person teaching space, my consultation center was destroyed. And yeah, so it's been a really, really big time. And I often have to remind myself that, I just survived one of the biggest natural disasters our country has ever experienced, one of the deadliest hurricanes. And the physical place in which my business lived and was housed, and all of the artifacts from the past 13 years of my business being in operation was gone. And that's a big story. Maybe I can go into another day of actually like hiking onto the island. It was in a building on an island in the middle of the river and seeing that firsthand. But what I wanted to talk about today is why I think my business survived this disaster. And obviously, the physical location did not. And many, many people in the place where I live are in a really deep process right now of rebuilding and receiving the support they need to rebuild. But I've thought so much about this because it's been this interesting phenomenon where, of course, there was really profound grieving. Just the complexity of moving through such loss is pretty immense, navigating those waters quite literally. But what I've found on the other side is that I actually have this like really powerful, renewed passion for my business and for my work. And it feels like starting over all over again. And it's actually really exciting in this way. And so there's this bizarre thing where we've just moved through so much loss, and yet I get to this other side and there's a whole new start for me. And I find myself asking myself, like, why has my business survived? Like, why has it survived and thrived in this way? And of course there's like logistical answers to this. And one of them being that I have a diverse set of income. I don't just rely on my products business or in-person teaching. I have an online presence. I have online classes. That's all real and really important, right? And I also have spent 13 years building my business. So I am connected with people around the world, not just people who are necessarily here and also moving through a really, really hard time. That's all really real. And there's this other layer that I'm seeing, not just with me and my business, but with everybody I know here. Every single business in our town was destroyed. So I'm seeing this over and over again, which is that your business survives any cataclysm, any huge change in your life when you are able to see your business as a spirit guide, when you're able to see your business as a spiritual journey. So really early on in my journey of starting my business, which started out as One Willow Apothecaries, I felt very resistant to starting a business. Like it would somehow take me away from my spiritual life. I didn't necessarily want to be an entrepreneur, but I realized pretty quickly that business wasn't antithetical to my spiritual life. It was the guiding force, that if I saw my business as a kind of spirit guide, actually holding me and helping me to step into the unfolding iterations of who I am, to step into a wider and wider version of my own self, if I could see my business that way, then actually business became the path that was helping me to discover who I am, why I'm here, and my mission on this planet. And I have made it a really, really central practice in my own life to listen to my business, to what's happening within my business, to what's working and what isn't, and to use that feedback to continue to connect into this ability to fine tune my own understanding of my own mission. And so why do I think my business has survived and perhaps is even thriving in a new way on this other side, in a way that I'm totally in awe of and humbled by? And why do I think I see some of these other businesses in town and across our region coming back in this way that's just so inspiring? Well, it's because when you see your business as a spiritual journey, you recognize that even with the most profound, shocking loss, within that, right, is the information and the direction that you need to take that next step in your life. It's like that really powerful understanding of nothing happens to you, everything's happening for you. And in fact, from you and through you, right? Like this is all a very, very powerful redirection. And there was something that came in the aftermath of this hurricane when the earth was aching and trees were broken in half like matchsticks, and there's still trash everywhere lining the river. I mean, it was such a big event. It's being called a geological event in our region. And there was something in the aftermath of this where I could literally feel the earth like humming beneath my feet. And the message was, it was the same message over and over again. And it was this, it was, now's the time. Like now is the time to step into that call. Like the things you're yearning for, the things you want to try next, the vision that you want to make manifest. And the call wasn't just for me or for everyone in my region. It was for like all of us. It was for all of us on this planet. Like we're at such a pivotal moment in time. And this whole experience of living through what one of my friends is calling a doorstep apocalypse really hit home for me. Like the invitation, what's at stake, but also the invitation that it's like, now is the time. And the really amazing thing is when you step into business from this place of spiritual entrepreneurship, this place of actually seeing your business as a kind of spirit guide for you, an entity that will help you in your own process of unfolding, then everything is information that's just helping you take that next step. And so that is really why I think I'm thriving on the other side of this experience is I'm willing to take that information in. I'm willing to accept what is changing, what is lost, what is being asked of me. And there's a liberation and a freedom in that, in knowing that this is all a part of helping me to become. My business is here to help me to become. And the more you experience within that and the more you can embrace that, the more liberating it becomes to actually have a business that you can learn from and that can help you unfold. So I wanted to share that reframe that's really been helping me as we move and continue to move through a really challenging time here in Western North Carolina, and also share a little bit about why I haven't been on here very much or wasn't here very much in the fall. But I also wanted to tell you, if this is inspiring to you, if you're starting 2025 knowing that you really want to build this kind of business, a kind of business that can see you through whatever iteration of change and transformation you are experiencing in your life or here on this planet, a business that will really like help you evolve in your own mission, like be a vessel for the gifts that you're here to bring to this world, then I wanted to let you know that my online business course called Business as a Spiritual Journey is on sale now until January 17th. I have combined everything that I've learned over the past 13 years of business into this course. It was specifically designed for other highly sensitives and empaths who are on this journey of entrepreneurship. I used to do one-on-one consultations with folks, and then my waitlist grew too long, and I decided I'm going to make this course and just pour everything that I know of, that I've learned about creating a business into the course, and basically charged for it what I would have charged for just like an hour session with me. And so the course is $100 off right now, which makes it like $325, I think. It's really affordable. And when you sign up, you also get access to 2 live group coaching events with me happening in February. I feel really passionate right now about helping other sensitive and empathic entrepreneurs like make their vision manifest, because this world deeply needs what you came here to bring. This world needs your visions. It needs your creations. Like, this is how we're going to get through the next passage here on this planet. So if you're interested, I will put the information for that course here below. And I just wanted to take a moment to just like really thank all of you from the bottom of my heart, everyone who's been walking with me through this passage. I don't know where I would be or what this would feel like if I hadn't had just so much love and support when moving through all of this. Like, it has been immense. Every love note, every donation, just every comment of support, like, it has just meant the absolute world. It's been like life-saving, resurrecting, life-changing for me. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community. This community is just like so precious and dear to me. And thank you for everything that you have done just by being here. It has really helped more than I can even express, but I wanted to try. So thank you so much. And I'm excited to be here to help your visions be made manifest. And then we can chat. I want to hear about like what is moving through you. You know, what questions do you have? What is the vision you're trying to bring into this world? Because like I said, it's just so important. So, okay, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.